Hey guys, welcome to Jack's Beautiful You. Today's video, I am super excited because this is my first perfume haul of 2025, and it's a pretty successful perfume haul. I have one fragrance that did not work out, and that one is leaving my collection ASAP. But all the other ones that I have so far, I like them and they're staying. But this is a haul video, so I do want to let you know that these are brand new perfumes in my collection, and I might change my mind about these fragrances as I get to know them more. This is not a review or reviews of any perfumes because I have not had a chance to really wear these fully and get to know all of them yet. So I just want to show you what I've added into my collection and my initial thoughts on them. If you're interested in seeing what they are, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I had told you guys before I tested this fragrance out. I really liked it, but I told you guys I wasn't sure if I was going to bring it into my collection because I felt like the lemon in the perfume didn't last a super long time. So this is by Acro and this is Bake. So I had this on my wish list and then I took it off and then I put it back on and then I took it off because I thought, do I really need another lemon cupcakey type of gourmand fragrance? I have those in my collection already. Do I really need another one? But the thing is it's one of my favorite scent profiles. I love a good lemony gourmand fragrance, and I just couldn't pass it up. I saw it on sale and I ended up picking it up. I think it was the New Year's Eve sale. I ended up picking it up because it was at a pretty good discount and I just couldn't resist. And like I said, I love this scent profile. So what I really like about this fragrance is that it has a very prominent lemon peel in the opening. It's very zingy, very zesty. And that's not everybody's cup of tea, but for me, I just love how zingy and zesty it is. I mean, it is straight up lemon peel in the opening. And then it kind of gives this cupcake, I almost get lemon icing, like a super zingy, zesty lemon icing. And then it smells like a lemony vanilla cupcake. Now, I will say that the lemon does fade and you're left with more of a vanilla cupcake in the dry down than, a lemon cupcake. But that's not bad either because I like vanilla cupcakes too. And I told myself that when I bought it. I said, if it doesn't last, like if the lemon part doesn't last and I end up just smelling like a really pretty vanilla in the dry down, I'm going to be okay with that too because hey, who doesn't want to smell like a vanilla cupcake? I know I do. I know not everybody does, but I definitely do. The opening is just fantastic. I really enjoy it, and I have to respray it after a couple of hours to get that zing again, but that's okay because, like I said, I got it at a discount, and I just really love the way this smells, especially in the opening. And the dry down is really beautiful. It's a sweet, cupcakey, delicious vanilla dry down. Oh, by the way, all of the fragrances I'm going to show you today, I purchased with my own money. None of these were sent to me in PR. So just wanted to give that disclaimer. Okay, let's talk about the one that's getting out of my collection ASAP, okay? This fragrance is one that I had tested a long time ago and I didn't like it at all, but I was brand new to fragrances. And so I kept looking at it. A few years went by and I kept looking at it and I would see it on sale here and there. And I kept thinking, I like you. I like the notes that are, I think I was too new to perfumes to be able to appreciate you. Let me tell you what perfume I'm talking about. This is by Atelier des Ors, and this is Rouge Saray. I looked at the notes. I saw the plum. I saw the dates, and I'm a big fan of dates. Sticky, ooey, gooey, sweet dates in a perfume. I love it. And, I like woody notes. Really, there's vanilla. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's cinnamon in here. I mean, that's just right up my alley. But what I remember about this fragrance when I tried a sample of it is that it was very balsamic. It was too balsamic. I remember because there's Peru balsam in here, I believe. And I remember that's pretty much all I could smell. But I told myself, hey, it was just a sample. You got to spray it all over and give yourself the full body experience. Well, in this instance, I did that and it was just Peru balsam, but in a full body in full body form, okay? I just don't like, I like balsamic fragrances, but this is over the top. I don't know if it's my skin chemistry or what, but that's like all I can smell. And it smells almost acidic to me, like a balsamic vinaigrette dressing. You know what I mean? Like a vinegar kind of situation. It's really potent and pungent and ooh, it's not good. And I thought, let me give it some time. I can't judge it off of the first, few minutes because when I first spray it, I'm like, ooh, that's a lot of Peru balsam. Okay. And so I'm like, wait for the dates to come out, wait for the cinnamon to come out. But it never, I mean, it does. I get hints of those notes in here for sure. I definitely get that woodiness in here for sure. It's kind of, it's almost like a smokiness to the fragrance. But that, like, balsamic vinaigrette smell. And I don't like balsamic vinaigrette. Like, that is my least favorite dressing in the world. I cannot stand vinaigrette dressings on my salad. And I don't like that smell too much in a perfume. And it's just so potent in here, you guys. And like I said, when I was wearing the full body of this, all I could think of was balsamic vinaigrette. And at one point, I could swear I was smelling pickles. And smoky wood with a hint of cinnamon and some dates. Yeah, it just does not work for me. This fragrance does not work. All right, up next, I blind bought this fragrance. This is by Theodoros Kalaktinis, and this is Almond Tart. And I believe this is exclusive to Lucky Scent. That's where I bought this from, is Lucky Scent. Like I said, I blind bought it, which is so risky for me because this house is very hit and miss for me. Some fragrances I love and some are just like, ooh, no. I feel like this house is sweet. Like a lot of the fragrances are very, very sweet. And this one is sweet, but I really like it. It's not too much. You have to be a gourmand lover in order to like this. There's no question, but it's not sickly sweet, like cloying to my nose. And I was kind of surprised. I get like a cake almost. This smells like, honestly, this smells like cherry almond cake. Again, this is just my first impression. I've only worn this once, so I can't really talk to you about longevity or anything like that. I don't really know. I will keep you updated. I'll make more videos to like give you my final thoughts on these fragrances, but so far I really like this. This is not at all what I expected. I expected an almond tart. And what I'm getting is cherry almond cake, but I'll take it because yum. All right, I blind bought a fragrance from a house that I have never tried any of their perfumes before. But I saw this. I like to play around. I like to look at newer fragrances that are coming out, see if anything catches my eye. And this perfume caught my eye. This was super risky because it's a house I don't know. I've never heard of it before. I've never tried anything from them before. And there's a note in here that I don't really get along with all that much. So, I blind bought it. This is from the house. This is pronounced, I think it's Burkhalls. Burkhalls, and this is Satin Vanilla. This came out just 2024. When I saw the bottle, I think this is a German house. It's a German house, I believe. But when I saw the bottle, it looks so pretty. And I really like this top cap. It's like a leather, I don't think it's actual leather, but it's pretty cool looking. I like it. And it just looks elegant. And Satin Vanilla, you got me with vanilla. Satin Vanilla, that sounds pretty good to me. But when I saw the notes, I was like, ugh, I don't know. The notes that I do like, there's definitely vanilla, there's caramel, I think there's lactonic notes in here, all stuff that I love, right? But in the top, there's pepper, black pepper. And I was like, ooh, this could go wrong. Black pepper doesn't work for me sometimes. Sometimes it just comes out too much on my skin, but hey, let's give it a go. I think there's also plum in here as well, which I did not pick up on really in this fragrance. And surprisingly, this really worked out for me. This is not your typical caramel lactonic vanilla scent. Yes, it has those notes and you can definitely pick up on those, but it's so well done. It's not like, don't think Bianco latte, right? This is a sophisticated smelling fragrance. And somehow the black pepper in here sets it apart. Somehow the black pepper in here like makes this smell sophisticated and elegant. I love gourmands, okay? Nobody is surprised that I love gourmands, but sometimes they're not the most sophisticated perfume, it's not the most sophisticated scent profile on the planet. You know what I'm saying? I think they're fun, they're delicious, they're cozy, they're warm, but they're not exactly uber elegant, right? Somehow this is just so elegant smelling. It is really good. And the black pepper never gets to be too black pepper. Everything is really, really well blended in here. And I really like it. It just gives it an extra elevation to the fragrance and makes it so that it never gets to be too sweet. So, if you're someone who really just doesn't like that ubery, sugary, over the top, sweet, gourmand fragrance, and you're looking for something with gourmand notes but smells classy and sophisticated and has a little bit of uniqueness to it, I'd say get your nose on this. I wouldn't say to blind buy it, but get your nose on it. It's different and it's interesting and it's really good. All right, so while I was on Lucky Scent's website, when I went to buy the Theodorus Calatinus, because like I said, it's exclusive to Lucky Scent, Almond Tart is. And when I was on the website, I came across a brand that I have not heard of, but when I saw the perfumes that were available, I was shocked at the price. These are niche perfumes and the price was right. And I'm like, "Okay, let me check this house out." So I'm always into affordable niche, okay? Affordable niche, I'm here for it. So the house is called Federico Cantili. And this is the first one I got. I blind bought this. This is Gourmand Powder. And when I saw the word gourmand, I was like, oh, hey, that sounds like my cup of tea. And then when I looked at the notes, I was like, oh, that really sounds like my cup of tea. And then when I saw the price, it was $65 for a 50 mil. Okay, I know $65 isn't nothing, but for a niche house, so I just was like, hey, I'm getting that. So I bought it. Wow. Am I so happy that I did? This is one of the best fragrances I have tried in a while. I mean, it knocked my socks off, you guys. It was love at first sniff. Like music played like in the 80s cheesy movies. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was like that. And I looked at I looked at her and she looked at me. And we just loved each other from the beginning. But yeah, this is just, gosh, you guys, this is just so beautiful. Now, I will tell you that you have to absolutely be into gourmands to like this because this is a gourmand through and through. So this has panna cotta, it has some lactonic notes, it's really milky creamy. It's got a mixture of a lactonic feel with a creaminess from the panna cotta. Now, I looked it up. I didn't just look up on Fragrantica. I went to the actual website and looked it up because I swore there was coffee in here, but there's no coffee listed in the notes. And that I don't understand because I smell coffee, but it's not over the top coffee. If you don't like coffee, you might still like this. I like coffee in my fragrances, but I don't want it to be the star of the show because I don't like feeling like I spilled coffee on myself. You know what I mean? But there's a hint of coffee in here. And then I get the honey and the caramel and the vanilla. Oh my gosh, is this delicious? Delicious, you guys. It is so good. $65 for this. Calling all gourmand lovers, you have got to get your nose on this. And I also blind bought another one from the same house. This is it's either Fico or Fico, it's fig. It's a fig perfume. And I wasn't sure about this fragrance, you guys. I wasn't sure at first, and I'm still not 100% sure, but what I get from this is a sweet fig, but also the green part of the fig. So sometimes fig can smell really sweet, like sweet and fruity. And sometimes you get the fig, like the fig leaf. And it's that part that's too green for me. That is definitely in here, but it doesn't last a super, super long time. And I really like when this perfume starts to dry down because then it starts to get into that really creamy, this is also lactonic vibe. It's a figgy milk type of perfume, and that's what I was hoping for. I wanted like a creamy, milky, lactonic fig fragrance. And I do get that from here, but the opening I'm not super crazy about because it's a little too green. So I'll have to keep you posted on this one. I don't know 100% how I feel about it, but if you're looking for a good fig fragrance and you don't mind that fig leaf, that green part, you might want to check it out, but I'll keep you posted on this one. Let me know if you've tried any of these, you guys. What do you guys think of these fragrances? Do you like them? Do you love them? Do you hate them? And have you got any new fragrances in your collection? Any new stunners, any new bangers that you've added into your collection? Let me know. I love to get suggestions from you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like it and you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope everybody is having an amazing day, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.